from Mathurin, and Alfie takes exception. So watch him rip and go baseline. That's one push, that's two push, and then the last push, and Alfie didn't like that. But again, you know, he's going to have to defend himself, and that was a little extra, making sure he can get the ball in the air, and little chippiness has never been.
How about Amen Thompson playing peacemaker?
Amen is a peaceful guy until you get on the other side.
I understand that.
He's the most well-mannered.
He is. There's no, wonderful young man. You know,
but there was extra in that push from Mathurin.
Is that what Jeff Green is telling him now? Isn't Amen Thompson the guy always looking for the smoke?
Fred VanVleet next to us, he likes it. He's smiling with the physicality. And again, watch this extra.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're breaking down a moment that was way more than just two technical fouls. This is about a shove that tells you everything you need to know about the new identity of the Houston Rockets and the young stars trying to establish themselves in the league. The incident: Alperen Sengun and Benedict Mathurin get tangled up, exchange pushes, and have to be separated. But the reaction to that incident, from the players, the broadcasters, and even the officials, is the real story. Let's set the stage. The Rockets are battling the Pacers. Sengun, Houston's brilliant young center, is posting up. Mathurin, Indiana's athletic and notoriously feisty guard, is defending. There's a foul, and then, as the broadcast replay shows clearly, Mathurin gives Sengun not one, but two extra shoves after the whistle. The broadcaster points it out. That's one push, that's two push, and then the last push, and Alp didn't like that. This is crucial context. This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment scuffle during live play. This was a deliberate, after-the-whistle message from Mathurin, and Sengun decided the message was unacceptable. Now watch what happens next. This is where the clip gets interesting. The broadcast team immediately notes that Sengun is going to have to defend himself. In today's NBA, especially for a skilled big man known more for his finesse than his physicality, that's a rite of passage. If you don't stand up for yourself, that reputation follows you, and players will test you every single night. Sengun, by shoving back, wasn't just being hot-headed, he was sending a counter message. I'm not that guy you can punk. But the most telling part of this entire sequence isn't the shove. It's the reactions that surround it. First, you see Amen Thompson immediately step in as a peacemaker. The broadcast even calls him the most well-mannered, wonderful young man. This shows the Rockets have high-character guys who want to win, not just fight. Then, the camera cuts to Fred VanVleet on the bench. And what's he doing? He's smiling. He's nodding. He likes it. Think about what that means. Fred VanVleet is a champion, the veteran leader of this young team, and the embodiment of the dogs mentality the Rockets are trying to build. His smile isn't about violence. It's about approval. It says, "My young star just showed some spine. He didn't back down. That's part of the growth." VanVleet knows that a little controlled edge, a refusal to be disrespected, is a necessary ingredient for a team that wants to be taken seriously. The broadcast also points out Jabari Smith Jr. rushing in, making sure his teammate, number 28, Sengun, doesn't get touched. That's instant instinctive team protection. That's chemistry. They're not a bunch of individuals. They're a unit that has each other's backs. Finally, the result: double technicals. Let them play. The officials saw it for what it was: a minor skirmish born from competitiveness and a young player, Mathurin, trying to be extra physical. No ejections, just a reset. So, what's the big picture? This 47-second clip is a microcosm of the modern Houston Rockets. You have your supremely talented young core in Sengun, Thompson, and Smith. You have your veteran, championship-grade leader in VanVleet setting the tone and approving the toughness. And you have an entire team willing to stand together when one of their guys gets tested. A few years ago, the Rockets were seen as a soft, rebuilding team. Incidents like this, and more importantly, the unified reaction to them, show that identity is changing. They are building a culture where skill is married with a little bit of necessary menace. This is how reputations are forged in the NBA. Sengun might be an all-star caliber talent, but now he's also shown he won't be pushed around. and his entire team has his back. For the Pacers and Mathurin, it's a reminder that this Rockets team isn't an easy out anymore. What do you think? Was SENGUN right to escalate, or should he have just walked away? Does this kind of edge actually help a young team, or does it just lead to unnecessary technicals? And how important is it for a veteran like Van Vliet to visibly endorse that fire? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy these breakdowns of the moments that define team culture, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.